Good afternoon, everyone. I know a lot of you have seen me on some of the Facebook groups talking about the new Go Press and Foil machine. I was really pleased and really lucky to get one for Christmas, so I'm super excited to be doing this for you. A lot of people are saying that they're struggling with getting it to work, and I have to say this is the first time I've actually got a machine out of a box, followed the instructions, and it's worked. So what I'm going to do is a really quick intro and then do a second video to upload, just showing you a couple of the different things that I've done with it so far. Bear in mind, I've had it less than 24 hours, so I'm pretty much a newbie. So move that out of the way. I hope you've all had a fabulous new year. Here we go. Here is the machine itself. As you'll see, the red light is on down here, wrong side, which means it's heating up, so it's flashing. When it turns to green, it'll mean that it is ready. So I'm just going to pop that back out of the way. I'm going to use a couple of different dyes and a couple of different, oh, there you go, it's just this minute clicked to green, so that's ready, but I'm going to leave it to stay warm a little bit longer. I'm going to use a couple of different dyes. And a couple of different cardstocks. I'll probably do those in the later videos, but we'll just start with these for now. This is just a Creative Expressions, I think it's one of the Phil Martin Sentimentally Yours range. So that's just a normal thin metal stamp. This is part of the one of the marquee boxes from Tonic. So you can see two different dyes, two different brands. We'll see how those work. Also, what I'm going to show you is these are from the Works, so the Works own brand. So you've got some really good quality, high price dyes and some slightly cheaper price dyes. So we'll see how they work. What I'm going to be using as cardstock is just good old Coordinations. Now, if it works on Coordinations, it's going to work on anything. What I have found though is depending on what side you use, you get a better result. So for example, I did this last night, it's upside down, and I did it on the smoother side of the Coordinations, and as you can see, I've got really good, I'm not sure how well you can see the detailing of that, really good coverage. I did a second one on the rougher side, on the more linen-y side, and as you can see, where you've got the grooves in the paper, it didn't completely foil. So I'm going to use Coordinations. I'm going to use a dark colour so you can see in this first instant the silver foil, because it's really good. In the box that I got, you got gold and silver, but I have also got a little bit of a treat for you, because I have bought off a certain well-known auction site some other colours. So we're going to see in the next video just how well these work. So all I'm going to do is go through the very basics of of what I've done to get it to work. So the machine is on and heating up. All I'm going to do just now is cut a piece of card that I know is going to fit. I'm going to set everything up before I put the dye onto it, because you do need to wait. So all I've done is cut a piece of card out that I know is going to fit that dye, and then I'm going to go in and I keep all my scraps, so don't throw away any of your scraps. Actually, I'm going to go and use some of these. So these are foils that I bought off an auction website, and we'll see how well these work, because as I've showed you, we know the ones in the others work really well. Not quite pale one. Okay, let's try Flavour of the Month. Let's go for some rose gold. So all I'm going to do, it is very delicate foil, But when I say delicate, that doesn't mean you've got to treat it with kid gloves. It just scratches very easily if you're not careful. But like I say, you can reuse. Make sure your scissors are incredibly clean when you try to cut it, not manky like mine. Okay, so that is going to fit on there. Perfect. But I can cut that in half. Some people have said that they've had difficulties cutting. I've just used, these are Dunelm scissors, packs of 3 for £1.99. So that's all going to fit there. My main tip with you is be patient. When you've got it heating up, don't be too quick the minute the light goes green to go for it. It doesn't work. You have to wait. When you put a dye on, I've found it will click back onto red to say that it's cooling down. The green light doesn't stay on. It'll flash on and off. That's now ready. So my green light is on, as you can see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the dye onto it, and I am going to wait. I'm not going to rush taking it off. I am going to wait. I am just going to rearrange the dye slightly, just to make sure it's nice and level. Okay, but I am going to wait because that does need to warm the dye up as well. Need to leave it around a minute or two. When you put this on, what you do is you lift the plastic cover up, you put the dye on, colour side down, and then the card on the top, so it creates a sandwich. Then you're going to run it through a die cutting machine. One of the things that you don't need to do, as far as I have found, is add another shim if you're using a Cuttlebug. I'm not sure about eBosser or Cut and Boss or any other thicker machine, tattered lace one or anything like that. I'm not sure. I haven't done it yet. So that's warming up nicely. The only other thing it says in the instruction book is to have a card shim. And all I've done is put another piece of coordinations. I'm just cutting the edge off because it was a bit big last night. That fits the entire length. That's what it says in the instruction book, and that's all I have gone with. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, you may need to look at a slightly thicker shim. So hopefully that should be warm enough by now. All you do is you pull that off. So the base goes to one side. Out comes the trusty Cuttlebug. I hope you can see this. I'm sorry if it's wobbling around. And then I'm going to open that up. Put foil coloured side down on there. Then my card, I'm going to put the smoother side down because I know that's going to work. Close it. Shim it as per the instructions. And then just run it through. It just needs, according to the instruction book, it just needs that slight little bit of pressure to work. So shim out the way, take that off. Now in the kit comes these brilliant tweezers. They have a very strong magnet on that's going to lift everything up for you. So I'm not going to show you that yet. Excuse me. So I'm just going to close that down because I'm going to use that again in a moment. And put that out of the way. I'm going to put that back on the base plate to start reheating up again. So the great reveal. Okay, you might be able to see the impression of the dye through it, and all I'm going to do is peel it off, and there you go. Beautiful. So what you can do is, any of your sentiment tags, what it uses is the cutting edge of the die, if you can see on this one, as the stencil. It's beautiful. It hasn't embossed it or anything. It has just this really lovely, smooth, unbroken foiling. Absolutely gorgeous. Okay. So hopefully you've seen just me just have to go over basics. What I'm going to do later is do a second video showing you using different cardstock and actually putting a foiled card together. So hopefully you'll stick around and have a look. I hope that's just giving you a taste of how it works. Like I said, it's the first time I've ever bought a machine that has worked straight out of the box. I love it. I'm already beginning to see the possibilities, you know, Christmas gift tags, embossed cards, wedding stationery, the lot. Because any of your dies, thin metal dies, doesn't matter what brand, is going to start to be able to use as foiling. However, when I say any brand, what you're going to have to be careful with, especially if you are a commercial card maker, wedding stationer, etc., is copyright. I'm not sure how you stand using these as copyrights, so I'm not going to endorse that, but hopefully you can start to see the possibilities. Okay, so I'm going to show you with some of the different other dies later, and then hopefully I will do a full tutorial of a card, putting it together. Okay, so thank you for joining me, and I hope that's been of some help. Bye.